Today I will construct a home experiment to investigate which food source has the greatest amount of DNA. I'll be using mandarin and lemon for this experiment since I have a lot of them in my house. For my prediction, I believe lemon would have more DNA since mandarin contains more water than lemon, based on my taste test. So here's the procedure. First, I got the fruit I needed, in this case mandarin, peeled it off. I added real water and salt. And this salt would help the DNA to avoid dissolving in alcohol and help to form white clumps. After that, I added fruit and created a thick swoop by blending or smashing the food together. In this experiment, I used Ziploc to mix it together. Using the landing net, I extracted the soup juice, and after that I mixed 2 tablespoons of dishwashing liquid and let it sit for 10 minutes. Dishwashing liquid is very useful because it breaks the membrane of the cell and this allows DNA to flow freely. This process is very vital, thus waiting for 5 minutes to 10 minutes is necessary. While waiting for it, I place my alcohol to freezer and make it well chilled. After 10 minutes, I poured 100 milliliters of soup juice and slowly added 100 milliliters of well chilled alcohol. This had to be the same volume for both soup juice and alcohol because alcohol is less dense than water and it would create the float. Thanks to the ingredients such as salt and alcohol, DNA could float and final data could be visually seen. So here's a claim. I repeated the procedure for lemon. And I concluded that lemon had more DNA than mandarin. This is evident because lemon produced more DNA than mandarin. This was clearly shown in the visual examination of this experiment. So here is the reasoning. Mandarin orange contains 85% of water, 13% of carbohydrates, and a tiny amount of fat and protein, and lemon contains 89% of water. I mentioned water, but clearly it does not interfere with DNA. But clearly mandarin contains less water than lemon. But the important one is the amount of DNA depends on the chromosome they contain. Mandarin and lemon both have 18 chromosomes and theoretically they both should have the same amount of DNA inside them. However, lemon gave more DNA because the experiment used more concentrated lemon. In addition to losing small, mandarin gave less DNA than lemon. So to improve this experiment needed a professional equipment and better setup.